Hey everybody, exciting day on the farm. We're getting bees back on Whistle Thicket. Second year as a beekeeper. Unfortunately, both my hives succumbed to mites and maybe moisture my first year, but I learned a lot. I'm not quitting. I'm doing beekeeping 2.0. I'm going to get better. Lots of new things I'm going to do. But what this video is about is how to install a bee package. So this is a 3-pound bee package. About 12 to 15,000 bees in here, plus a queen and a queen cage. If you want to know the difference between a nuke and a package, I got a video on that. But basically, if you have a lot of time early in the season and not enough money, or not a lot of money, a package is probably the best bet. But a nuke, if you have a lot of money or it's late in the season, a nuke is probably a better option. But I'm not going to talk about that. You can check out that video. So I'm going to show you everything you need in order to install a bee package. So first, you need some bees. You need your smoker to keep the bees nice and calm. Another thing I'm going to be using is a water bottle filled with sugar water. This sugar water, I am going to spray my bees inside the package before I open the package. This is going to help wet down their wings, keep them from flying as much. So these two things together are going to keep them calm and hopefully not flying as much. But they are generally calm right now because they don't really have a lot to protect. They don't have a hive. They haven't accepted the queen yet. So in general, they're not going to be too aggressive, hopefully. I also have some bee candy that I'm going to be feeding the bees. They do have some honey from last year, so they may not even touch this, but basically this is just bricks of sugar. You add a little bit of water to it, you mix it up, you put it in like an oven pan, let it dry out a few days. So they'll be able to have some quick, easy sugar for the next few days. But there's tons of stuff blooming. They may not even touch this, and they have honey. But it's good to give your bees a little bit of food right at the beginning. As far as safety equipment, I'm gonna have a veil on and a pair of gloves. I got long sleeve pants. I have a long sleeve shirt on and a pair of pants on. You need to wear what makes you feel most comfortable. If you want to do a full bee suit, go for it. There's people that might just wear a veil. There's people that may not wear anything. That's up to you to decide what your comfort level is. But my comfort level is wearing a veil and a pair of gloves, long sleeves, and pants. I'm going to go ahead and spray the bees a little bit with some sugar water. Like I said, this is going to keep them from flying around as much. And it's okay to kind of douse them. And they probably will fly, but this is going to help some at least. And then as I am dumping the bees in, I may use more sugar water. It's just me. Rowan was going to help, but she's feeling a little sick. So we actually installed some bees for a friend today. And now we're doing our bees. I'm going to pop the lid. Now we're going to hopefully get the queen cage and remove the syrup jar, and then we're going to put the lid back on. Page out. Here's the queen cage. Somewhere in there is a queen. So these bees are loving this queen because they are all around her. Some of these bigger bees are drones. So these girls are really loving this queen. That's good news for me. Next, I'm going to open up the hive, take out 5 frames, and then we're going to knock the bees in.
I'm just flattening the bees so I can put my frames in. So here's my queen cage. Somewhere in here is my queen. You want to make sure you open the side that has the candy. So here's the candy tunnel. You want to go ahead and take this cork off, and the bees are going to dig or eat their way through this candy tunnel to free the queen. You can see the queen in there. She's marked, crawling back and forth. She has some attendant bees in there. You don't want to open this end. If you open this end, the queen will fly away, so you don't want to do that. So this side here is the side you want to open. So I'm going to put this to the side, and then we're going to dump our bees in. So next I put a shim on. I'm going to put some bee candy, although they do have some honey from last year in some of those frames, but they should be okay. This is just a little extra to make sure they have food. So I'm going to take my queen cage. I'm going to face her down like this in the middle of the frames so that the bees can accept her. They can get used to her pheromones, and in a couple days we're going to check to see that the queen has been freed. So that's basically all we need to do. I'm going to put my top cover on, and we have bees. Thanks for watching. If you like our videos, please subscribe, comment, tell me what you think.